Hello, my name is Yvette Pegues, and I'm the current Miss Wheelchair USA for 2014 and 2015. I'm here today to talk with you about my disability. In 2011, I was diagnosed with Chiari malformation. That is a genetic condition, but my traumatic brain injury is the reason why I'm in the chair today. I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the American Disabilities Act and how it's affected my life since my disability. So people often ask, what has the ADA done for me? In my personal experience, inclusion is a really big area. 20 years ago, people with disabilities didn't even leave the house. Well, that's changed thanks to the ADA. Next, we have empowerment. We're empowered as people with disabilities because, again, 20 years ago, we had to adapt to the environment. Because of the ADA, the environment adapts to us. Third, employment. It's really important as someone with a disability to recognize that employers are required to have accessible areas to allow you to be your very best, disabled or not. So that's really exciting. And finally, transportation. Transportation is huge because now people with disabilities not only have public transportations that are adaptable, but they even have private transportations with hand controls and air travel. Another common question I get is, what do you do to support ADA? Well, as Miss Wheelchair USA, we have the opportunity to travel the world and advocate for those with disabilities, not just with our support, but with our presence. The other thing that we do quite a bit is awareness for architectural and attitudinal change. ADA spirited that, and we get to use the laws to help protect those with disabilities. Finally, publications are another area where I have contributed to the American Disabilities Act. First, with my children, we wrote the book, My Mommy Had Brain Surgery and I'm Okay. So not only did my boys become authors, but they also became a resource for children suffering with disabilities and their families. That bibliotherapy forced me into my second book, which is The Art of Adaptability, helping people to live forward after a disability. Life doesn't end at the disability. Next, I have had the opportunity to work with many organizations. One in particular, obviously, is the Miss Wheelchair organization. It's the only other pageant for women with disabilities in the entire world. According to the 2010 census, 56.7 million people had a disability in this country alone. That's 19% of the population. So let's think about people like Albert Einstein and Andrea Bocelli and Stevie Wonder, and people that you're going to hear about a lot because they're famous. But how about your neighbor, your teacher, the cashier at the grocery store? Disability is the only minority that each and every individual will likely fall into at some point in their lives, whether it's accidents, illness, injury, or just aging. That's why it's important. Learn more about the history of ADA, how it protects you, how it protects not just people with disabilities, but family members and friends, employers and employees. Let's all live in an inclusive community where everyone can participate.